Greetings and welcome. I am Siegmar Gerken, consciousness teacher, psychotherapist, trainer for trauma therapy, and the co-founder of the International Institute for Core Evolution and the Institute for Energy and Consciousness. Before I want to explore some deeper topics that move and affect our lives, I would like to briefly invite you to a short centering exercise, so that I can invite you to sit comfortably. It means sense your feet on the ground, or if you are cross-legged, your legs on the ground or on the chair, and bring your observation to your present flow of breaths and follow it for 2-3 breaths. And then gently expand the breathing further into your upper chest. Without force. And with your next out-breath, extend your out-breath for 1 or 2 seconds. So that the body wants almost to breathe you in by itself. And then further support the natural deepening of your breathing for 2 to 3 breaths. And with your next out-breath, let the wave of this out-breath flow toward your feet. And with your next in-breath, allow the flow like a wave from the feet to the top of the head. And stay with that flow for a couple of breaths. And feel the centering and unifying aspect of this flow. And see how in the best way you can sustain and support this flow when you also give attention to my presentation now. I understand it's not easy these days to stay centered and feel the presence of the unifying aspects of life, since presently we are accumulatively confronted with the powers of nature, like diseases, fires, floods, earthquakes, environmental questions, and others, and we face our limitations to meet these challenges. On the other hand, we live in powerful times. We witness a widespread expansion of consciousness and the understanding of the interconnectedness of all existence. And never in history before we had technologies like now that instantly can connect us with thousands of people worldwide. And with that, we also reach a critical mass to move our energy, love, and consciousness towards collective healing. In our Energy, Love, and Consciousness program that we begin online, we address and work the many levels that are needed to initiate this healing. As you could already experience at the beginning, whenever you expand your breathing, you expand your flow of energy, you expand the natural rhythm of life. And life, all life, expresses itself in pulsation. Therefore, a healthy, dynamic, and resilient system is expressed by its harmonious pulsation, which translates into a safe flow of understanding, sharing, joy, love, interconnectedness, and peace in heart and mind. This also strengthens what I call the matrix of grounding, which supports a person to transform difficulties and traumas in life. In our work, the matrix of grounding addresses the physical ground. That means the feeling that you are connected to the earth and your body, so that you can meet the challenges of the day and thrive in your life. From the safety of the physical ground, you can allow the flow of feelings in you and relate to them, and establish the emotional or feeling ground. And with a growing capacity in your development, you express thoughts and language, and we can now formulate our feelings and experience, and with that creates a conceptual ground, which then provides the capacity to share and interact, to actively participate and expand onto a social ground. And how can we stay on the social ground open to invite the world in all its colors and diversity, and feel free to also expand from here into the spiritual ground, or as I call it, into the knowledge of the larger existence. As you can see, the matrix of grounding strengthens our coherence and enables the creation of a unified field, which enables us to generate energy and utilize our physical, mental, and emotional capacity and resources in establishing self-empowerment and a mindful presence. On this ground, we address in our work the spectrum from individual to collective trauma and reconnect the personal with the individual intention, which has been formed in the karmic layers of our existence, and to explore its meaning for this life, for the person now, since the future is the next moment of now. I really invite you to check out the online program Energy, Love and Consciousness, and also the global Core Evolution training that we will begin in person next May 2021 in Tuscany, Italy. Both are great opportunities to deepen into these topics and experience. In coming together, online or in person, witnessing each other, practicing somatic awareness, mindfulness, and so much more, feeling and supporting each other, and knowing that we are all connected. In this way, we also contribute to global coherence, which is needed to understand and solve today's global issues of health, wealth, environment, justice, freedom, and peace. One of my early teachers was Jiddu Krishnamurti. And in 1973, during a visit at his school in Brockwood Park in England, I got introduced to the physicist David Bohm. I was very intrigued by their dialogues about the implicit order, as a deeper fundamental order of reality, and Bohm's concept of the holographic universe, that each part contains the information of the whole. Now you could see the probability how we can or could access information from different times and hold them as representation in our body-mind field, where there can be triggered again in us, of course, depending on life's events. My own research in infrared analysis of the human energy system and my biophotonic measurement confirms this theory. We also feel and know about our interconnectedness when we are in a centered state, and when we open to the unified field of experience, in which we not only sense ourselves as a material reality, like a particle or physical body, but when we also experience our wave-like nature, our body-mind field, in which we can receive and transfer energy and information in the speed of light, and with that can instantly connect globally. Years ago, I cooperated with a native teacher from the Lakota tradition, and we were beginning and ending our teachings or ceremonies always with the saying, Mitakyu o Yasin, which means all my relations, or we are all related. It has possibly never been so apparent that we are all related like now, in terms of disease and health, and the urgent global questions in relation to economy, ecology, and the environment, and many other topics. For sure, we continue to develop theories that will further explain that we are all in one primary consciousness in the holographic universe. This possibly requires an expanded research and understanding beyond the present description of brain functions. But whatever our scientific, philosophic, spiritual or the other teachings may be, bottom line is for me, the intention for this life is born in love. Love as a resonance with the flow of life and the intention to experience. The perception of this flow, as we all know, creates pleasure, well-being, and joy. So remember, life is precious. And in this manifestation and representation of you now, you are in this body, at this time, on this planet, in this universe, with this accumulated experience. And in this exact combination of appearance, there will never be another you. So more I invite you to connect with your infinite potential, to sense into your essence, inquire into your journey in life, connect with the power of all existence, become aware of the unique qualities and express them in the world. We all know that with empathy, competence, creativity and love, we can create a shift in the fields that we are living in. And this shift allows us to activate our inherent power of goodness and the capacity for self-healing and for the well-being of all life. Thank you so much for your presence, and I look forward to meet you on the path. Be well.